Hi. I just wanted to share a quick testimony. It's a true story. Something happened to me many years ago. I did a very stupid thing. I do a bit of self-defense. I did some classes in Krav Maga. I had a training aid. It's like a pretend gun. Plastic, not real. And a few of my friends and I were on a train going to Birmingham, and I was showing them some of the techniques. Didn't think anything of it. Long story short, the police were called to the train. Armed police, lasers on people's heads and stuff like that. We got arrested. And I thought I could just explain it away and, simple mistake. But these police officers decided that I had broken a law and that they had to, being just, do their job and prosecute me. And so what they wanted to do was prosecute me, put me in prison, actually. So if you have an imitation firearm, I'm not sure if anyone knows, you can be prosecuted as if it's a real firearm. So I was really scared. And I would have lost everything I had. I would have lost my house. I would have probably lost access to my child. I would have spent many years in prison. It's very serious. Would have lost my life, essentially. Went through the court proceedings, quite a few of them. It lasted over 2 years. And I remember in the courtroom on the day that the judgment was rendered, the verdict, I should say, the foreman got up and was asked, innocent or guilty, and if it's innocent. And in that moment, every muscle in my body gave way. I fell to the floor in tears of happiness, right? And because I knew how much I had to lose, because I knew the consequence, because I knew all of that, it was real. And that good news was so good, so good. And I think sometimes we forget what we've been saved from. We forget that there is a consequence. We forget that God is just. As much as he's loving, he is just. And we have all, like myself on that day, I broke the law. And we've all broken God's holy law. And if we miss that part, that we deserve, we deserve prison. We deserve eternal separation from God. And that's where the grace of God makes sense to me anyway. If that, I don't get what I deserve. We don't get what we deserve. We get his goodness instead of our sin, our wages, the wages of sin being death, I should say. And I just thought I'd share that. And also, I guess, every single person we pass on the street, they have all also fallen short. And they are all also destined for God's eternal prison, if you like. And maybe if we are bold enough to just say, look, I've sinned, you've sinned, but Christ is here to save us from that sin if we would only repent and believe the gospel. Maybe we assist in God's plan to save them. Thank you.